I've been trading for over 7 years, and over the course of the past 7 years, I've been able to make millions of dollars day trading. In this video, I'm going to break down step by step exactly what I would do if I was just starting off right now in 2025. So by the end of this video, you'll be in the perfect spot so that you can become a profitable trader in the year 2025. So let's hop into it. So the first step I would take if I was starting in 2025 is getting in the mindset of just learning the basics. I feel like a lot of times as traders, even new traders or experienced traders, we try and rush to the end process. We try and rush to the end goal. The end goal being making thousands of dollars within a couple of minutes, which is the lifestyle that you see a lot of day traders talk about. But if you go into it with the mindset of looking to make that money as fast as possible, you're never gonna take the time to actually learn the skill, and that's what messes you up. You end up getting inside of a cycle of trying to make money instead of getting inside of a cycle of trying to learn as much as you can and be as prepared as you can to learn the necessary things so that you can not just become profitable, but to become consistently profitable. Now, this was a huge problem for me in the beginning of my trading journey, and that's why it took me over 2.5 years to become a profitable day trader. But other people that I've been able to work with, I've been able to help them do it within 4 months, 5 months, or 6 months. It's because I, in the beginning, was looking at the numbers and only looking to make money with day trading versus just focusing on learning the skill, realizing that if I learn the skill, the money is literally endless. This is a skill that once you learn it, the income that you can generate is literally uncapped. You can literally give yourself a raise by increasing the position size that you have instantly. If you focus on truly learning the skill, focus on putting the work in to learn all the basic knowledge, whether it comes to the strategies, the platforms, the psychology, just mastering all that and realizing you have the rest of your life to make a ridiculous amount of money with day trading, it'll save you a lot of time and a lot of trouble in the beginning of your journey. It's kind of like doctors when they're first going to school, they already have it in their mind that they have to put at least 8 years into this to go through school, go through clinicals, go through all the other stuff. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but they have to go through all of these different things before they reach that end goal. And obviously, once they do become a doctor, they don't have to worry about money and things like that because they most of the time make a good amount of money. So with that being said, if you go into day trading and learning day trading with that mindset of already having 6 months, 8 months is what it's going to take for me to truly learn this. But after this 6 or 8 months, the income potential is unlimited. That's where I'll see my end goal. Struggled with a lot in my trading, even for the first year, really 2 years of my trading was not really focusing on one strategy or even max 2 strategies. I was going from strategy to strategy to strategy to strategy. Every time I had freaking 2 losing trades, I would think my strategy sucked and I needed a completely different one. When in reality, me switching strategies every time I had that made me never really learn one strategy. I've literally used probably every single strategy you guys have ever seen on YouTube in any course or anything, because I tell you from experience, I was literally jumping from strategy to strategy to strategy as soon as I had one bad losing day or one bad losing week. That was really detrimental to my growth as a trader, because when you lose in your trades, that's actually opportunities for you to learn how to use that strategy in different market conditions. For example, you know, there are 3 different types of main market trends. We have trending bearish, where market's going down. We have trending bullish, where market is going up. And we have consolidating markets, kind of ranging markets. Now, specific strategies will work good in, let's say, trending markets, but not good in consolidating markets. Certain strategies will work great in consolidating markets, but not good in trending markets. Some strategies are great for buys, some strategies are great for sells. If every single time the market changes, which the market changes all the time, you're switching your strategy, you're never gonna learn how to use that strategy that you've been using for the past 2-3 months in this other type of market condition. If I could just like pound one thing into you guys' mind right now, after you're done watching this video, that you remember this one point, that one point would be to stick with one strategy, no matter what it is, and just master that one, regardless if you have a bad day, a bad week, a bad month with that strategy. Learn why you did bad that week with that strategy. Learn why you did bad that month with that strategy. It's most of the time not the strategy's fault. I have said this so many times on YouTube. Every single strategy you can be profitable with. It's just how you use it, using the right risk management, having the right psychology when you are using the strategy, getting the right entries, the right exits. All that is all because of you. But the strategy itself, the base of the strategy, is going to work. And that's why you see all these people talk about support and resistance. You see people talk about breakouts. You see people talk about trend lines, because it works. And it's worked for years, way longer than any of us have been trading. So just focus on learning and mastering one strategy so that you can master and learn why you had a losing streak on a weekly basis or lose a streak on a monthly basis, alter it so that doesn't happen again. That's only going to happen when you sit there and master that one strategy and don't go from strategy to strategy to strategy. So the next thing that I would really focus on if I was starting trading in 2025, and that is risk management. You've probably heard every single trader talk about it. When I first started off trading, I heard every single body talk about risk management this, risk management that. I thought it was a bunch of fluff, a bunch of foolishness. I just thought I needed to know how to press buy and sell. I didn't need to care about none of the risk management foolishness. Promise you, you do need to care about it. It is the one thing that separates unprofitable traders from profitable traders. You can take the same exact trades as someone that's extremely profitable, but if you don't have your risk management down pat, you're not going to be profitable no matter what. No matter what strategy you use, no matter how high your win percentage is, if you don't have risk management, you will not be a profitable trader over a long period of time. I don't just want you to become a profitable trader. I want you to be consistently profitable, something that you can rely on, a source of income where you know month after month you're going to make money, not you had one good month and now you're back to being unprofitable. And the way you lock that in and make sure that that happens is by having proper risk management. Proper risk management looks like being very, very intentional about the amount of trades that you take per day, being very intentional about the amount of money you're risking per trade or even sometimes per day. You're going to make sure that this is the perfect setup, what we call A+ setups, because what ends up happening is if you end up taking every single trade, you're going to throw off your risk to reward ratio. You're going to end up risking way more than you're supposed to. You're going to end up over trading. You're going to end up over leveraging, which just causes you over a long period of time to be unprofitable. So you really need to have a set of rules, and we'll get into this a little bit later on inside this video about having rules, but you really need to have a set of rules that holds you accountable to make sure that you're having proper risk management over a long period of time, because that's, like I said, what differentiates someone who accidentally became profitable for a week or so from someone who's consistently profitable over years and years and years. Now, the next thing that I really overlooked for a long time inside my trading, but it's the one thing that I feel like has propelled me so far, that's allowed me to be able to go from making $100 or $1,000 a day to being able to make consistently upwards of $8,000 to $15,000 every single day trading, is journaling consistently. In the beginning of my trading, everybody on YouTube said this, and I was a brick wall. I ain't gonna lie. I was not listening to people. I was like, why do I need to write down the trades? I know what the heck trade I took. I know how much money I just lost. I know all this. I don't have to journal. But what I didn't realize is that although I might have remembered the trade I took yesterday, maybe even the trade I took 2, 3, 4 days ago, I don't remember the trade I took 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago. And the reason why that is so important to know is that trading is all a game of numbers. It's all a game of data. And if we're limited to only the data that we remember, as far as I only remember I lost yesterday's trade because I hopped into the trade too early, I cannot, and I don't have enough data to be able to make any adjustments moving forward to better my trading, to have better risk management, to cut my losses shorter, to hold my trades longer, because I would not have known that 80% of the trades that I take, they end up going for another 200-300 ticks that could have potentially made me another $3,000-$4,000. So with journaling and journaling correctly, it's very important that you do this consistently. And I would 100% focus on journaling if I started day trading again in 2025. And what does proper journaling look like? First of all, it's 2025. We have a bunch of different platforms that will do it automatically for us. I'll leave the link for the journal that I personally use in the description down below. It's completely automated. So all you do is trade and it will automatically populate, show you what pair you took, how much you lost, how much you made on that trade, what time you took it, if it was a buy, if it was sell. It has everything on it. And then all you would do after you connect your account to it is you have to go into each individual trade and you need to journal some things a little bit more specific that help you over a long period of time. An example of that would be, I lost this trade, but I lost this trade because I hopped in too early. I didn't wait for all of my confluences to play out. And the reason why that's so helpful is, like I mentioned, day trading is all about data. So when we're able to see, okay, for the past 4 months, 80% of my losses were when I entered too early. I can look at that and be like, okay, if I just stop entering early, I can cut out 80% of my losses. And that would drastically increase my P&L, or the profits that I'm taking home at the end of the day. Vice versa, you could see, okay, 80% of the time or 50% of the time I take a trade and it goes all the way to my take profit, it doubles where I had my original take profit at. So I technically could have held this for twice as long and made twice as much money. So maybe I'll try and start holding my trades a little bit longer. But it's not just journaling. You can't just have all these things written down. You need to journal your trades and consistently look over them. What I suggest for new traders is at least look over your journal every single week. We know the markets are closed on Saturday and Sunday unless you trade crypto. So take Saturdays and Sundays to look over your journals from the past week or the past 2 weeks. When Monday comes around and the market opens back up, you can go in there with the mindset of, okay, majority of my losses last week were because of this. Majority of my wins were because of this. Let me double down on the things that I saw in my winning trades, and let me cut out the things that I saw in my losing trades, and then we get to progress and see how much better we do in the following week. So if I was starting trading in 2025, I would really focus on consistently and accurately, with details, journaling each and every trade that I take. Another extremely important thing that I would really focus on in 2025 if I was starting trading is backtesting. And what backtesting is, if you guys don't know, it's basically like practice trading. It's not demo trading where you're trading in the live markets. It's where you're able to go back in time and replay days or certain trades and see how you would have reacted in those trades blindly. And why that's so important, when you backtest, you're actually able to get way more reps in a shorter amount of time than you would if you were trading live in the markets on a demo account even. Because you can use a replay feature on TradingView, or there's another platform called FX Replay that you can check out as well. But it lets you basically fast forward or rewind back in time, and then fast forward as time's going. You're able to mark up your charts, practice drawing support or resistance, practice drawing trend lines, seeing how price reacted at your trend lines, at your support or resistance zones, and then taking fake trades in that rewinded period and then skip forward to see how it would have played out without you having to wait 2 hours, 3 hours for that trade to play out in the real markets. So you're able to get within an hour amount of time backtesting, probably like 30 to 50 trades and 30 to 50 reps of seeing trades play out, marking up charts, watching support or resistance zones be respected. You're able to get all those reps in within an hour versus you taking one trade a day on a demo account and you practicing that way. It's kind of like basketball players. If you're someone who plays basketball and the only time you play basketball is when you have a game, you're going to absolutely suck compared to someone that is in the gym every single day for 4 hours a day practicing, regardless if they have a game or not that day. Same thing when it comes to backtesting. Put those reps in the backtesting so that you can get way more reps in within a shorter amount of time, be able to see way more setups, be able to get used to seeing way more trend lines, breakouts, support or resistance, no matter what it is, using backtesting, especially as new traders. It helps you out a lot to understand the market a lot faster than someone who's just going every single day and looking at trades in the live market. So the next thing that I would focus on if I was starting off day trading in 2025 is something that is very important. Now, I know I've said basically everything is very important. It is, but this one it's up there. It might be the most importantest under the strategies one. I don't know, it's super important. That is creating a trading plan. In day trading, it's a you versus you game. There's no one holding you accountable. You don't have a boss, you don't have coworkers, you don't have anybody looking over your shoulders to make sure that you're staying consistent and disciplined in what you're supposed to be doing, having right risk management, using the right strategy, whatever the heck it is. You don't have anybody holding you accountable to it. So if you aren't holding yourself accountable, it's never going to be done. So you need to create yourself a trading plan, and then you need to have something that holds you accountable. And we'll get into that in a little bit. First thing that I would have in my trading plan if I was first starting off trading in 2025 would have a limit for how many pairs I can trade or what instruments I can trade. A lot of times as new traders, you want to be able to trade NQ, ES, YM, gold, everything under the sun you have on your charts. But that gets very confusing. You never get to actually learn one pair or one instrument. I definitely suggest writing in your trading plan or writing in your trading rules, having a max amount of pairs that you're able to trade. Now, I suggest 2 pairs max, whether you want to trade NQ and ES, whether you want to trade NG and gold, whatever it is, just have 2, and those are the only pairs that you're allowed to trade. The next thing you want to have on there is give yourself kind of working hours. And what I mean by that is have a time period for when you're allowed to take trades. You can make whatever time period you want, but let's say it's 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can only take trades during that time frame. Now, that doesn't mean you have to take trades during that time frame. That just means if a trade happens outside of that time frame, you cannot take it. And the reason why that's so important is because as new traders, trust me, I dealt with this, and a lot of people that I work with one-on-one deal with the same exact thing. But at literally 10 o'clock at night, you're bored on your phone scrolling on TikTok, then you decide to open up the TradingView app and just look for any trade. Now, you know you haven't backtested this trading session, you know you haven't backtested with this volume inside the market, but you're just bored, so you end up opening up trades and giving money to the market. That's why I tell you to have a set window for when you're allowed to take trades. And then when you're back testing, you need to back test that time frame that you would trade in. Now, the next thing you need to have in your trading plan is have a max amount of trades you're allowed to take per day. Now, this is extremely important. This goes into the risk management part. This goes into seeing consistent profits over a long period of time. I can tell you this from experience and from working with thousands of people to help them become profitable. Anytime you go on tilt and you take way too many trades, that's when you give the most money back. And the only way to stop that is by having a limit on how many trades you're allowed to take per day. Now, my suggestion for most people, unless you're like super scalping and you're in trades for freaking 10, 15 seconds every single time, a good max amount of trades to take per day is 3. And the reason being is that that's enough that gives you wiggle room to be able to take a couple trades and get used to trading, get a lot of reps in of actually trading, but it stops you from going on tilt. Once you get past that 3 trades per day limit, that's when you start losing a lot of money. That's when I consider you on tilt. That's when you probably lost $100 and now you're just trading to try and make that $100, $1,000, whatever that amount is back. The next one goes alongside with the trades per day thing, but it's having a max amount of money that you're allowed to risk per trade or even sometimes per day. Now, the reason that's so important is, again, that helps you with your risk management, that helps you from going on tilt and not over leveraging. If you know the max amount of money you can risk per trade is, let's say, $500, you know you can't over leverage on one trade just because you think this one's about to be your holy grail or you're trying to make your money back from the last trade that you lost. So you triple your normal position size, which in turn makes you be risking $1,500 versus just $500. That's when you go on tilt. That's when you give a lot of money to the market. So having this rule set in place where it's like every single trade, you can only risk this certain amount, it helps you just be very consistent with your trades and very consistent with your losses. So you already know what to expect for the most part. Like I said, we want consistently profitable traders. We don't just want one-off people who got lucky one week and had their first profitable week and then for the rest of their life, they're back to being unprofitable. The next thing you want to have in your trading plan is a basic set of rules of entry criteria. I need price to do this and this before I hop into a trade. I need to see 3 green candlesticks before I enter a buy. I need to see below the VWAP or above the moving average. No matter what it is for you, just give yourself something basic. Don't make it super complicated. Don't make 20 different confluences. This rule is to stop you from randomly entering trades. This is to stop you from going completely off of your trading plan and just opening up a random buy because you're bored on a Wednesday morning. Now, all of these rules in your trading plan are extremely important, but they mean absolutely nothing if you just write them down and never look at them again and you have no consequence for it. That's why I suggest for you always to attach a consequence to you breaking any of those rules. I go over this a lot with my one-on-one students by helping them build out a consequence, something that, how I like to explain, lack of better terms, something that will give you like a soft version of PTSD. And why that's so important is because let's say you have a max of 3 trades that you could take per day. You've attached a consequence where every single time you break any of your trading rules, you have to go for a 4-mile walk or 4-mile run or whatever it is, right? Whatever you don't like doing. You need to have that soft PTSD inside of your mind where next time you're hovering your finger over that button to enter your 4th trade of the day, you get a flashback to the last time you broke your trading rules and you realize you taking a 4th trade of the day, it's not worth you having to go run this 4 miles. Some good ones that I recommend to people are ice baths, cold showers, runs. A lot of people don't like those 3. You know you better than I know you, obviously. So think of something that you would not want to do more than 2 times and attach that consequence to breaking any of your trading rules. You need to have a consequence because losing money for most people, regardless if you're rich or broke, losing money in trading, I don't know what it is about us traders, but it's not enough to make us stop making the same mistakes. We continue to lose money and then we continue to make the same mistakes over and over. So attach a real life consequence, like something that you can actually feel. Now keep in mind, you have to do that consequence as fast as possible if you break any of your rules. And that's the only way that it's going to hold you accountable or help hold you accountable to make sure that you're following your trading rules and trading plan. And it's very important that you follow your trading rules and follow your trading plan because that's the only way you're going to become a consistently profitable trader. Now, 2025 is literally the best time for you to become a day trader or start becoming a day trader. And that's because there's no better time than right now. And that's the exact reason why I decided to open up some spots specifically for the people who are watching this video and have made it to the end of this video. It shows me that you are serious about this and you do want to take trading very, very serious. I designed my inner circle for the person that I was when I first started off trading. I give you everything that you could possibly need to become a consistently profitable trader as fast as possible. You get live calls with me every single morning, live calls where we're trading live every single day. You get to ask me and have direct access to me to ask me any questions that you have. I will help you build out your trading plan. You get access to all the other profitable coaches inside of my inner circle, where you get access to all of their trades as well. We have a dedicated trading psychologist in there to help you with all of your psychology needs. You've probably heard this so many times that psychology is the biggest part of becoming a profitable day trader, and that's why I had to have a personal trading psychologist inside of my inner circle. You get access to literally every single thing that you would need to know, whether you're a complete beginner or you're an advanced trader that's trying to make more money or get over that break-even threshold. You get everything you need inside of my inner circle. Spots are literally always full, but I have opened up more spots for 2025. If you're really trying to be a serious trader, this is not for everyone. It's only if you're actually trying to take this serious. You will not be accepted if you're not trying to take this serious. If you are someone that is trying to take day trading serious and take your day trading to the next level, click the first link inside the description down below to have the opportunity to join my inner circle, to allow me to be able to take you to a profitable trader as fast as possible. Now, as I said, I've been able to make millions of dollars day trading, and I actually just made this video right here where I break down the exact strategy that I used in 2024 to generate over $1.1 million day trading. I highly suggest you watch this video right here.